everybody, Fudge Budger here. Today we're doing something a little bit different, celebrating the channel hitting 20,000 subscribers, as well as having been on here for about 15 years now. You know, not counting the 8 years I didn't post anything, but still. I thought we'd celebrate by checking out this 2004 Spider-Man Party Book and answering some of your guys' questions you sent in. Right away here, the cover of the book is kind of interesting, as you got Spider-Man hitting the pose from the poster for the first movie as he's holding this big cake. Let's check it out. Right away here, got a little overview of what you can expect. Got different character sections. See, Spider-Man says, "Your party will be the coolest with help from me and my friends." You got some invitations right here. Pretty nice. The cake looks pretty good too. Got photo frames. We got games. They really got it all for all the characters too. But there is one thing in particular in here that always jumped out to me from back in the day. I always wanted to make, and we're going to be doing that for this video. Yeah, there's that cake that's on the cover. And you're going to see right here in a second, Peter Parker's Pizza. This is it. We're going to be making this right here. We're going to be making Peter Parker's Pizza. I always thought it looked just so fun, you know, with the olive spiders and the cheese strings making the webs like that. It's just a really fun little vibe, you know. And I really like the photo there with it. Just something about it with that early 2000s Toy Biz figure and the Bagley art napkins. It's just nice. To me, this just felt like an appropriate kind of thing to do for this video. So we'll get making that in a second here after we finish checking out the rest of this book. Oh man, this cake right here, that's fantastic. Thankfully, the book comes with the stencils for all like the things like the spider logo cake or his eye lenses here. Now we got the Hulk section. Some really cool art of him fighting the Abomination that I've never really seen used anywhere else. Got some invites with the Hulk looking pretty happy. Some cakes. Another cake. Some mini golf. Some more photo frames. Hulk looking happy again. Big cake. That's so big it's on a few pages. Got some Ultimate X-Men art here. That's one thing I always thought was interesting with the promotional material at the time, was all the mix matching of like classic character art with Ultimate stuff. Whoa, Mutant Munchies. Those look good. One of my least favorite things right here, cutting up some comics. Got some cool Daredevil art here I've never seen used before. So if you ever want a Daredevil party or to have a big Daredevil cake, got all the steps and ingredients you need right here. Or even Daredevil wraps. Whoa. Got the art for all the cutouts. Got the early 2000s X-Men designs from New X-Men and Extreme X-Men. More of that mix matching I was talking about. I really liked how they used like all original art assets for, you know, the stuff you could print out or cut out for your own parties. I think that's really neat. And that's about it. And it's party time indeed, you know? Time to start cooking up some pizzas. And while we're doing that, let's answer some questions that you guys sent in. The Articulating Anorax podcast asked, "I've been watching your videos for years. Thanks for all you do. My question for you is, do you have a piece of Spider-Man merchandise that is really important to you?" I'd have to say the life-size Toby Spider-Man statue from Blockbuster when the first movie came out on DVD. My mom and my uncle managed to somehow get one for me, and it's just been really a nice thing, like for as long as I can remember. Just anytime I see it, it always makes me smile, you know? 3D fan 008 asked, what got you into Spider-Man? I think the cartoon maker for Windows 95, things like that CD-ROM with the comics on it, narrated by Christopher Daniel Barnes, reruns of the 90s cartoon, episodes of that on VHS, the toys, pretty much all that did the trick. I feel like getting into Spider-Man stuff in the late 90s was really a sweet spot because there was so much fun stuff happening, and the hype was slowly brewing with movie stuff like starting to come together. And then when that got actually in development in in 2000, it was really exciting, you know? MB, the one who makes content 7803 asked, what is your favorite comic book run on Spider-Man? It's tough. I mean, you gotta say like the original Stan Lee, Steve Ditko stuff is, you know, top of the line, because it's amazing how much all that laid out, you know, for being the first run with the character. There's so many hallmarks and staples that were put in right there, and they're all just really fun stories. But specifically, I might have to say like something more modern. Paul Jenkins and Mark Buckingham's run on Peter Parker Spider-Man. I feel like that stuff's pretty underrated. I actually have a piece of original art from one of the issues of that run. It's the only original art that I own published, and yeah, it's a really special one to me. User Lucky7 asked, favorite aesthetic throughout Spider-Man's entire history? I might have to go with the early 2000s Al Milgrom style guide. You know, the stuff that kind of mixed and matched with like classic looking art and like these bombastic poses that looked really fun. And then you'd see the Mark Bagley Ultimate Spider-Man art over lots of stuff too. There's just another thing, mix matching. I don't know why, but it's just kind of fun to me. And I really like the ride at Universal too, from 1999. Like even that original ride footage, I just feel like that's Spider-Man to me, you know? Leonardo Silva XM8FT asked, what are your top 5 best Spider-Man suits in general? I mean, the classic red and blues gotta take the top spot. The black suit, number 2. Maybe the Ben Reilly Scarlet Spider suit for number 3. Gosh. The Unlimited suit. I really like the Unlimited one. I kind of like the armored look. Danielle Corsini N8V asked, what did it bring you into the world of Spider-Man Lost Medias? How did you feel when you discover a Spider-Man product that it was lost for so much time and nobody even knew the existence? Oh man. And last question, would you enjoy creating a Spider-Man fan series from yourself? Let's see. Gosh, I mean, I was always just really into Spider-Man stuff, and I feel like you just see a lot of things and then you notice a lot of things slip through the cracks and such. I don't know if anybody remembers, but Marvel had a promotion with the Frigo cheese sticks brand in the early 2000s, and they actually had an original promotional comic on their website with like Spider-Man and Wolverine and Daredevil and the Hulk in it, and like all original stuff with the Marvel characters teaming up with the cheese sticks guy. And nobody's ever talked about this, and it's just completely gone as far as I can tell. And I think that might be like the original inkling of me just like seeing something and then never being able to see it again and being like, "Whoa, dang," you know? How do you feel when you discover something that was lost for so much time? I mean, it's really fun, you know? I like just digging through stuff. It's pretty enjoyable for me. And you enjoy creating a Spider-Man fan series. I mean, as a kid, I used to play with action figures and like just make my own and stuff in my head that way. And sometimes I had a video camcorder and I'd record the toys like bashing against each other. It'd be pretty fun. I feel like old YouTube, you used to see lots of stuff like that. It was a lot of fun. Wow, that turned out good. Let's make another. MB, the one who makes content 7803, asked, which piece of Spider-Man Lost media are you most eager to be found? Mine is the Lost fan film Spider-Man vs. Kraven the Hunter. I'd have to say that one too, you know? That one has captured my interest for over a decade here, and from the first time I found out about it, I feel like that's been the holy grail of Lost Spider-Man stuff right there. And we've actually made some little breakthroughs on it over the years here. Myself and some others trying to dig this thing up. Just last year we found photos of the actor who played J. Jonah Jameson, Andrew Pastorio. His family had some still photos that were taken of him, and they're really cool. If we could find some more stuff, you know, you'll hear about it here, I'm sure. The Undead Webhead asked, congrats on 20k, incredibly well deserved. Would love to know your most sought after pieces of Spider-Man Lost or close to Lost media. I'd have to say, again, the Spider-Man vs. Kraven student film, but also the Spider-Man The Venom Factor PC game from the late 90s that never came out. That one is really intriguing to me because the developer's website mentioned it was a completed project, but there's little to no record of the whole thing like anywhere out there, and it looked pretty cool, you know? So I would love to see some stones unturned that would lead us to more information about that one. Also, the Spider-Man 2 movie game website is a fun one for me. I always thought that was a really fun website and not archived completely, so it's a bit sad. Also, the first Treyarch Spider-Man movie games, like early builds of those, I feel like would be great for the community because they just got some interesting things about them, it seems like the sewers in Spider-Man 2. If we had an early build with the sewers, or the E3 build of that game, or even the prototype from 2002. There's a prototype from 2002 for that one with the open world swinging. Really cool. I'd love to see it. Trayvon Williams asked, what are your favorite Spider-Man stories? I'd have to say some of the obvious ones are the final chapter. That scene with Spider-Man lifting the rubble alone is an all-timer. But the rest of that issue too shows his resilience, and it's really just like pinnacle Kid Who Collects Spider-Man is another big one for me that I think is great. Coming Home by JMS and John Romita Jr. I feel like that's my all-time favorite right there, honestly. It's I feel like it's got everything you could want in it. And then the epilogue issues with Aunt May and Peter talking, it's just a really nice capper to it. Random pick, Spider-Man Lifeline. The Steve Root art is really nice. Noah Prime asked, what's your favorite merchandise look for Spider-Man? Romita Sr., Taz, Milgram, Ultimate Spider-Man Bagley, Scott Johnson, etc. Gosh, I mean, it's tough. I really like the Al Milgram stuff, like I said. But I think it was really nice in the decades prior how the Romita Sr. art was pretty standard over lots of stuff. I really like the look of the 90s cartoon products, so like just that whole vibe with the purple and everything is just really pleasing. The Ultimate Spider-Man Bagley stuff is fun. Same with the Scott Johnson stuff. I mean, I feel like the art was always pretty inviting, you know? Kitty Studios Pictures asked, what's your favorite Beatles song? I didn't know the Spider-Man villains, the Beatles, had songs. Hedgehog Gamer 5555 asked, why is your channel named Fudge Budger? If someone didn't already ask that. Gosh, I don't know. I think I just called it that because I really like chocolate and everything. And thought it sounded fun. Marvel Knight 2006 asked, what's your favorite Spider-Man Lost Media you found? Maybe that short from the 90s, the Year of Spider-Man promotional short. I feel like that one was a big one for me. I was really happy to get a hold of that. Even the making the game special for the Spider-Man 2 movie game. I remember seeing that one back in the day and even recorded it, but lost that recording. So getting a hold of that again was really nice. Spidey Fan 6441 asked, your top favorite Peter Parkers? In no particular order here. Christopher Daniel Barnes, Josh Keaton, Reno Romano, Tobey Maguire, and heck, Neil Patrick Harris. 3D Fan 008 asked, I don't know if it's too late to ask or if you already explained it before, but why did you suddenly return / continue back in 2021? I left the notifications on as a joke and my jaw dropped when I saw you post a new video. Also, if you saw this comment earlier, YouTube put it on something else for some reason. Oh man, I just had a desire to come back to using the channel again because, I don't know, I've been sitting on some stuff for a while and I was kind of hoping other people might post the stuff that I had, and eventually I just kind of said, I might as well just share this stuff, you know. In particular, the Dan Poole Spider-Man, The Quick and the Dead fan film. I had a clip of that up in like 2011, 2012, and I was hoping that maybe the full thing would be posted in like original quality, but I don't think Dan Poole has that anymore, so I just posted it eventually, you know. I really love his Spider-Man fan projects from the early 1990s. I think they have such a fun quality to them. I kind of would like to do some commentary watching those in the future. I feel like that could be fun. I feel like the The vibe is just so fun with those, and cozy in a way. That consumer quality camcorder stuff, it just feels nice. It's like Spider-Man's real, you know? Ice Bacon asked, Spider-Man 3 FX 2009 lost airing, if that's okay to put down. Hope you're having a good holiday too. Thank you. I'm not too sure about the Spider-Man 3 FX 2009 lost airing. Didn't it have something to do with the doctor scene and with Sandman? I mean, that'd be cool to see that scene for sure. I know the Spider-Man 2 FX version had an additional scene or two added in here and there that weren't anywhere else, like Peter parking in front of the apartment and stuff. Who knows what's out there? I know TV airings can be kind of weird with adding stuff in. Sandlot 1992 asked, what is your least favorite superhero team? Would it be controversial to say anytime Spider-Man's on an Avengers book? Lila Fur asked, what's your favorite project that we've worked on together? I lost count, but I think it's around 4 or 5 now. Probably the Dynamic Forces video. That one was so exciting to dig up and get the magazine scans for that. It really felt like we had to make that one because it was something that nobody else probably would make a video on. It was just so niche and random, but that was another thing I remember seeing from back in the day and then never seeing again, you know? So being able to find that again and just reconnect with that and then just dive into its history and be able to tell its story, I think it's just really fun because it's really just a story of old internet history. And I'm really grateful for a friendship that we have going down the strange Spidey rabbit holes too. Mighty Crane 18 asked, are you going to live stream again sometime? Yeah, I plan on it. I wasn't too happy with how my first stream went with my microphone quality. I wasn't sure what was up with that. I have a different microphone now, so I mean, hopefully that would make a difference. I'm just kind of nervous about that. You know, I'll try it again sometime. Senior Sakuya asked, favorite Spider-Man game? Spider-Man 2, the movie game, 2004. Easily for me. I don't know. It just hits the spot. I really appreciate all the questions you guys send in. These are some really good ones. These pizzas turned out so good. I appreciate you guys sticking around and watching these cook and everything.
Pizza time.
I know it's not part of the party book, but how about we do a little brownie with some webs on it? It's not even particularly Spider-Man-y, it's just more kind of spooky. I guess you could say the pizza's kind of that way too, but it came out of the Spider-Man party book, so that's a Spider-Man pizza right there. But here's a little quick brownie too. I really enjoy getting to pull back the curtain on me and this channel a little bit more for you guys. And to do that a little bit further, I'll let you in on a big secret here. I've been doing comic books for a while now. Been drawing my whole life thanks to this love of Spider-Man. That's where it all started. I did a comic called Pink Lemonade that's been out for a little bit now. And my next book just got announced at New York Comic Con called Spirit of the Shadows, and that's coming out in January 2026. And I don't ask for much on this channel here, but it would mean the world to me if you guys would support these comics, because I think you'd really enjoy them, and I'm really proud of how they turned out. Especially my newest book here, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Here's to another 20K. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody.